Hi guys, welcome back to Floating James channel. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, and also subscribing to my channel. If this is your first time here, please don't let this be your last. Always visit, like, share, and comment on my videos. Today I'm going to be working on a short sleeve shirt and also a pant trouser. If you want to get the full tutorial of how I made a shirt and a palazzo trouser, I'm gonna put the link down below for you guys to go through the videos and know how to make yours. Guys, this is the measurement for our collar. The collar we're going to be making now for the shirt. This is the measurement. My round neck, I measured 15.5. This is my full round neck. This is the measurement, 15.5. Then we're going to be, this collar is going to be cut together collar. I'm not going to be cutting the standing collar and also the under collar separately. I'm going to be cutting them both together. Okay, so the standing collar, the one that's going to be on top of the collar, the folded one, is going to be 15.5 inches to give you 7.7. Wide for the under collar, the one that's going to be sitting directly on your neck, is going to, we're going to be bringing down the 7.7 that we have here plus 1 inch. It's going to give us 8.7. So that's the measurement for our standing, that is the upper collar and also the down collar. So now let's begin. Now we're going to be measuring, starting first with the down collar, that is the 8.7. So now let's have a guide first because this thing is kind of slanty. So now let's have a guide. Let's have a guide. We're going to be measuring out our 8.7. Our 8.7. This is 8.7 already. 8.7. Just measure 8.7 upwards. 8.7. 8.7. We're going to be connecting the lines now together. So the next thing we are going to be doing here is to be dividing this 8.7 together into 2. Divide it into 2. We're going to be breaking the lines into 2 now. So 8.7 divided by 2. This is the midpoint. This is the midpoint, as you can see. This is the midpoint. So now we're going to be going up with 1 inch. 1 inch upwards, like this. So after measuring 1 inch upwards here, we're going to be curving the line to meet up with this 1 inch that we have. Curve it to meet up with the 1 inch that we have here. Okay. Then after this, we are going to be going upwards here with 1.2 inch, please. 1.2 inch here. Upwards 1.2 inch. That's 1.2 inch. Go up here to here. Why here we have 1 inches. Measure 1.2 inch here. We're going to be measuring 1.2 inch here also. Then 1.2 here also. Then here, we came up with 1 inch. We're going to be going up also with 1 inch. You can't go up with 1.2. So this part will not be too big. So it will not be affecting your neck. So here we go up with 1.2. While this part will be going up with 1 inch. So at this ending point here, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be curving it. Like let's just go in with half an inch like this. As you can see. Then you curve it, just curve it. This part we just finished measuring now, don't forget that is our under collar, the one very close to the neck, like directly to the neck. Then we're going to be cutting the upper collar. So this is 7.7 now, as you can see. 7.7. That's what I measured from here to this point. So 7.7 again, measure upwards. Measure 7.7 here upwards, okay. Then connect the lines. I'm going to be going up with 2 inches. While here, we are going to be going up with 2.5 inches. Two and a half inches here, while here 2 inches. So now we're going to be curving the lines to meet each other. Like you see, this collar is almost forming. So now we're going to be going in here with going was 1/2 inch like this, 1/2 inch from here to here. Then you slant the line like this. Slant from here to here, like you see. Okay, we're almost done. So now we're going to be cutting it out, cutting our collar out. So now guys, this is for the collar like we earlier did. So now I'm going to be taking that out. This for the neck. This in my previous video, I actually taught you guys how to make a shirt, but this particular shirt I'm making now is a short sleeve shirt. So now this for the neck. We're going to start up by taking up measuring our neck so we can know how to start up our cutting. This is for the neck. Measure your neck. The round neck measurement, mine is 15. I'm going to be bringing down this 15 here to divide by 2, so give me 7.7. This is what I have for my neck divided by 2. So now for the length of our neck, the length of this top, we're going to be dividing 7.7 divided by 2 to give us 3.8. So this is for our length of the neck. For this is our neck. This is our length for the neck of this shirt. While the wideness, that's the breadth of this shirt, we're going to be bringing down this 3.3 that we have here. Bring it down. We're going to be adding 1/2 inch to this 3.8. When you add 1/2 inch, it's going to give you 4.3. So the 4.3, you're going to also be bringing it down and be dividing it by 2 to get the wideness. So when you divide it by 2, it's going to give you 2.1. So this 2.1 is for the wideness of the neck of our shirt, and 3.8 is for the length of our shirt. Look at it here, 3.8 length and 2.1 for the breadth. So measure around your neck to get your neck measurement first before you start doing all the splitting calculations that I have here. Okay, so now let's get started. Guys, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now, what I did was I measured, I'm using the widest part of my body to take the wideness of the fabric. The widest part of my body is my hip. So now I'm using the widest part of my body. The widest part of my body is my hip. My hip divided by 4 plus 3 inches. So I want this shirt to be very free on my body. I don't want it very tight. I want it very free. And for the length, use your desired length. Me, I'm using 28 because I'm a tall person. So if you know whatever length you want to use, you are free to use the length that you want to use. So now I'm going to be measuring out our button overlap. So that's why I gave this space. I've not measured it, but I'm going to be doing it now. So button overlap measurement now. I'm going to be measuring 2.5 inches inwards, like this. The shoulder measurements. When we're coming down with 1 inch, please come down 1 inch. Shoulder measurement, come down with 1 inch. Then impute your armhole measurements. So because this is a shirt, I'm not going to put my exact armhole measurement. I'm going to be adding 2 inches to my armhole measurement. I want it very free, so I'm going to be using 9. Then divide it by 2. Divide your armhole by 2. Don't forget that this part that is on top of it is for our back. This is the center back and this is the center front. So whatever measurement you are doing, just be very conscious that this is the back and this is the front. So now we're going to be measuring we're going to be covering our armhole. We're going to be going in with 1 inch. This is the back, don't forget. So now we're going to be inputting our bust measurements. Bust measurements plus 3 inches. I'm going to be connecting the lines. So now we are going to be measuring our shoulder to waist, which is 16 inches. Then our hip measurement, which is 9 inches. 9 inches. So now I'm going to be putting our hip measurements here. Hip measurements here, plus your 3 inches allowance. We are not going to be putting that on this shirt. Don't forget, it's a very free shirt, so there won't be that. That's cool. So now on our waistline here, what we're going to be doing now is just to be curving it like this to meet. So now we're going to be curving it just like this to meet this point. Like we don't want the shirt to be straight. See the female shirt, we don't want it straight. There should be a little bit of curve. Even if we are not inputting our waist measurement, just a little bit of curve. As you can see, this is how it is. So we are done with the measurement now for our bust, waist, and also our hip. So now let's go. Okay, the next thing we're going to be doing now, we're going to be curving here. The shirt is going to have a curve. So let's go upwards like this with 3 inches. 3 inches. Yes, yeah, 3 inches, and just curve the line to meet this point. Sorry that my lines are so rough. This is Duchess fabric, so it tends to be sliding everywhere on the floor. So the next thing now, let's work on our armhole. So this is the back armhole. We just curve it to meet this point, like this. And this is the front armhole. We curve it, pass through this 1 inch here, come this way, and curve it in. So we have 2 armholes. This is the front armhole and this is the back armhole. Okay. So now let's measure the neck. So we're done with our armhole, the back armhole. Let me make it visible. The back armhole and the front armhole. So now let's work on the neck. So the neck now, like we said, for the wideness of the neck, we're going to be taking 2.1 inches for the wideness of the neck. 2.1 inches for the wideness of the neck, like this. Why? This is the back. This is the back fabric. Don't forget, this is the back fabric. This is the back fabric. So the wideness of the back, the length of the back fabric is going to be 1 inch. For the length of the back fabric is going to be 1 inch. 1 inch. While for the front, the length for the front inches, we have 3.8, but we're not going to be adding that 0.8. Why? Because we are still going to be attaching our collar. So the collar is going to be taking the remaining 0.8 that we are supposed to add. So I advise you to just measure just 3 inches for the length of the front shirt. 3 inches here, okay? So the next thing we're going to be doing, I'll advise you to just go up with 1 inch. This is going to really help you a lot when you're attaching when you're trying to fold in your button overlap, okay? So now let's work on the front neck. 3 inches. So this 1 inch should just end on your button overlap. Okay, it should just end on your button overlap, this 1 inch. So now let's connect the line. So now let's make our curve. So this is our curve, guys. This is our curve for the front. Why? For the back. This is our curve for the back. Okay, so now let's join our shoulder slope. So now let's cut the front neck first. So what you're going to be doing now, you start from this one like this, okay? Here, you end it here. After ending it here, next thing you're going to be doing is, let me turn the fabric so I can cut it properly. You come down like this. You end it here. End it here. After coming down to end it here, then you cut the right neck measurement now. Okay. Okay. So now let's cut the back. While cutting the back, be very careful, please. The front is going to be 2 pieces, while the back is going to be 1 piece. Okay, so these are the neck, the back. This is the front. So now let's cut every other part that isn't needed. Let's or you can just mark this 1 inch like this here and you curve it. So now as you can see, I'm done. This is the back piece. 1 for the back piece like this, and 2 for the front piece. This is the front piece. We have 2. This is the front piece. 2 for the front, while 1 for the back. And I also top notched. See, I gave a notch here to know where my measurement is starting from. Okay. So now today we are going to be making 2 shirts. And the fabric we're using, this is the Duchess fabric. To get your perfect ankle measurement, let me just show you guys how I did mine. I measured it like this. This is how I measured mine. Because if you want to measure it very tight, you know that you're putting the zip here so you can open. Because you see, if you measure it very tight, it can't go down. You can't pass your legs. So what you do is just to measure it from here like this. If you want it very tight, measure it from here like this, so that you can easily wear and you can easily take it off. Okay, so mine is 13. So I'm going to be joining them together. I'm going to be bringing it for you guys to see the outcome of it. If you want to see how I sew and actually cut these shirts, you can visit my previous video on it. I'm not going to repeat myself on this because I've done a video on it already. I'm going to bring the outcome for you guys to see. Okay guys, I've actually sewn the button allowance in, as you can see. See it for the other side. I've sewn it down upwards when I was cutting the front neck. Look at it here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be cutting it out. I'll place it together like this. So you place it together like this and you cut it out. Why is this material? As you can see, I've cut it out. This is the second one. So guys, this is the end of the tutorial, and this is how I styled it. I wore it with a jean, a ripped jean, and I also wore it with the pant trouser that I made. This is the different way I styled, and there's so many other ways to wear the shirt anyway, but this is the only two way I can wear it for you guys for now to see. Okay, so if you want to know how I made this set properly, there's a link down below. You can go check out the video to know how to make yours. It's simple and easy to make. Okay, so I'm going to put the link down below for you guys to go through the link and also recreate yours. Thank you.